The SNES Classic Edition's about to come out, but some people are complaining that there's only 21 games as opposed to the NES Classic's 30. That's right, Nintendo consciously excluded 9 games that we easily could have had.
9
games.
9
games. However, everything on the tiny SNES is great, and you shouldn't be too upset that they didn't cram random crap on there just for the frig of it. And in case you're in denial, then allow me to show you what 9 games were better off not seeing included on the tiny console. I know a lot of you are probably gonna say that these games wouldn't have made the cut anyway, but unless you can show me video evidence of Reggie Fils-Aimé-san saying what the other 9 games would have been, I'm gonna assume that this list is what we would have gotten, so I don't want to hear it, sister. My name's Cameron, and these are the 9 games that should not be on the SNES Classic Edition. Number 9, Where's Waldo? Not many people talk about this game, but it literally takes 5 minutes to beat. And as much as I like short games, I don't like bad ones. There's a hell of a lot of better things I'd rather do with even just 5 minutes of my time, like riding a bicycle, tormenting Shane, changing a tire, tormenting Shane, armbar, and probably making a better game than this. Number 8, Mega Man Soccer. I know a lot of you are probably thinking that just because this isn't a traditional Mega Man game doesn't mean it's a bad one. Let me tell you though, I have this game and it's fucked. The concept's kinda cool, and I like wacky games that try new things, but I just could not like this game, even though I tried. And if this game can't convince an optimistic hardcore Mega Man fan like myself to find enjoyment out of it, then I'm sure the average person would just shit their pants if they even tried playing it. The reason it's bad isn't because it's a sports game, although I could never get into those, so maybe this is just me, but Mega Man Soccer is harder than my dad when he watches wrestling. Bottom line, the SNES Classic Edition's better off without Mega Man Soccer. Number 7, Home Improvement. Tim Allen seems like a nice guy and everything, but I've always hated this show as a kid. I was one of the kids that liked wacky and funny things. I didn't give a monkey's nutsack about hot rods and building shit. I like platforming games, and things get wacky here with dinosaurs and all that. So it is better than the show, but that's not saying much. The goal of the game is to find your lost tools, even though Tim still has an assload of them. All I know is that I've got a big fat tool right here in my pants, next to my 2-inch penis. What else can I say other than Home Improvement would not be an improvement on the SNES Mini? Numbers 6, 5, and 4, Educational Mario Games. Sure, these are funny now, but imagine being a kid in the 90s and seeing a game called Mario's Time Machine. I actually rented that one weekend expecting all kinds of crazy adventures. Then like 2 minutes into the game, I had to write the answer to a question out. Needless to say, I gave up after my 3rd minute of the game and sat on the carpet staring at Murphy Brown reruns rather than trying again. Let me tell you, that was a dusty weekend. The sad thing is that I honestly thought if I could answer the question, there might be an awesome game in there. Appreciate the internet, kids. Number 3, Super Noahs Ark 3D. Do you like Wolfenstein? How about the Bibble? Then play Wolfenstein and read the Bibble because Super Noahs Ark 3D pleases neither fanbase. In case you didn't know, Wisdom Tree is a company of God that makes games more loosely based on Bible stories than My Best Friend Charity's special areas. id Software was mad at Nintendo for censoring Wolfenstein on the SNES, so they gave the source code for that same game to Wisdom Tree to get back at N-Dog. And the result is Super Noahs Ark 3D. If the game were at least decent, then I'd probably love it for how ridiculous it is. Sadly, there was no effort put forth since Wisdom Tree just wanted to cash in on religion. Number 2, Shaq Fu. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about this game since everybody already knows how bad it is. Back when Shaq was in his prime as far as popularity goes, he tried cashing in any way he possibly could. Making movies, making songs, and even fighting around the world in this weird-ass Super Nintendo game. But is it really as bad as it sounds? Well, no. But if it were really bad, then that'd make it better. This game's just kinda bad, making it a disappointing disappointment that over-delivered without actually being a good game. I for one am glad that Shaq Fu FUgameCrue didn't make the cut. Number 1, Hong Kong 1997, a game so rare that no known copy exists. Made by the legendary developer HappySoft, this game was allegedly distributed through random shops in Japan. Apparently no stores bought any, but the ROM somehow surfaced online decades later. In this game you play as Bruce Lee's relative Chin, played by Jackie Chan, and try to kill 1.2 billion ugly fucking Reds. This game has bad gameplay, worse graphics, and no sound effects other than a 4-second loop ripped from a random Chinese pop song. It's no wonder this game isn't on the SNES Classic Edition, or anywhere else in any physical form for that matter. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below what terrible Super Nintendo games you're glad got left out. Don't forget to like and share this video, and subscribe if you're new. My name's Cameron, and I'll see you next time.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty, thank you for your support.